Hey kids, I'm making this video here to give you a recap on your ceramics lesson. I know it doesn't come out as how I wanted it to sound, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a recap on what the primary goal of our ceramics lesson plan is, of our ceramics lesson, and what I'm expecting out of you guys for the assignment. So the primary objective of this is to recreate historic pottery, but I'm giving you guys the chance to decorate it with your own twist. So you can pick any form of ancient pottery that you're into: Greek wine vases, just standard Greek vases, Norse. The Norse had some interesting mud pottery, Chinese, ancient Chinese or Japanese pottery, Southern American pottery. Any of that pottery you're capable of recreating. I will, if you're not sure how you would be able to do it, I will help you do it. We're mainly going to be trying and using the snake coiling technique. I mentioned that I referenced that in class, that I will show you how to coil next class period. But I'm mainly here to give you guys help you guys figure out how you're going to decorate your pot, how to map out pottery decoration. That way you're not going in blind and just throwing glazes and slips all over your pot, because once it's on there, and we're not going to be able to get it off. We'll do our best we can, but especially once it's fired, it's on. So I'm going to show you guys at least the best way I recommend planning things out. So let's swap on over, get the webcam down. So firstly, you'd want to illustrate your vase. Again, this isn't going to be my cleanest work because I do not have my pen is the only way I can show it. But I want to decorate a ancient Greece wine vase. I replayed God of War the God of War 4 for the PS4, and the pottery scene. If you know the pottery scene, it's a really good display of ancient just different ancient cultures. I knew there was a bit of Egyptian in there. There was some overseas ones, but there was Greek. And it shows you have to really look into it to see, but it gives you a good recap on the cultures of the time. This may not be one-to-one with ancient Greek pottery, but I'm doing my best, guys. So whenever you have your pot out, you want to almost try and flatten it, cut it out and see what it would look like if it was flat. We know it's got a taper to it, so you'd follow the taper. And just try and imagine just about how much the circumference is. Almost like a map, going from a map to a globe. If you've seen a flattened out version of a globe, you know it's not all connected. It's not all pieced together. So surely you're able to understand that. And by the way, this is another form of pottery. You can't, there is a way of just making slabs and piecing them together, but we're not going to be using that method today. We're going to be using the coiling method, like I said. So in terms of my muse, I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm just going to draw a random character that I can think of. Sonic. We'll do a Sonic character. But if I remember how ancient Greek pottery is, it's fairly geometric. There's not a lot of depth. So we can draw shadow, but it's fairly flat. Your sketches don't have to be too detailed. Always keep that in mind. Most of your effort needs to go into your actual piece. So don't overthink your sketches. It'll come out in execution, I promise. But there we go. Got a little pottery on this side. And it'll make more sense. Your sketches will make more sense once you actually have the 3D object in your hand. Just simply because of mapping things out. But I promise it'll make more sense the further into the project you get. And on this side, I guess we can draw Sonic. And feel free to bring your own artistic style into it. So rather than just drawing his feet, we'll do like the big figure 8. And we'll have his torso, his hands. And then the head. But just remember that you do need to go over these with me so that I make sure that this is a doable project. I don't want you guys to try and bite off more than you can chew. And here on the other side, you can like draw out what you see if you can. I'm not going to hold you guys to having a sketch that's like mine, because I'm fully aware at how hard it can be to map things three-dimensionally. But if you can, great. It'll give you a better understanding. But, you know, just a little sketch like that. And just remember, guys, like I said, I'm open to any questions you may have. If you need help in any way, I'm glad to help. You just got to email me, contact me, come to me during, before, or after class. I'm more than willing to help you guys with this project. But just remember, as a recap, the main primary goal is recreating an ancient pottery, an ancient form of ceramics of your choice. You're able to have any muse you want, so long as it's school appropriate, of course. And that's about it, guys. You know when the due dates are, you know when everything's needed to be ready, so there you go.